I did not know this. The old saying, your eyebrows frame your face, really is true. And too thick, you could look a little odd. But you don't want to go too thin either.
Right, you have to have them just right. So we invited celebrity eyebrow guru Joey Healy here for a little eyebrow 101 this morning on Good Day New York. Joey has worked with Bethany and, of course, actress Kyra Sedgwick. Joey, we're so glad to have you here on Good Day New York this morning.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
So what's the biggest problem you see when it comes to women in dealing with their eyebrows?
Women dealing with their eyebrows, I feel like it's too much work on their eyebrows. They're torturing their eyebrows, they're over plucking, they're over waxing, they're just taking them to a place where they're not really flattering, they're over shaped.
So you say no waxing, just plucking, right?
I only tweeze and I trim a little bit. It's more artistic, it's hair by hair. I think, you know, especially in New York, we see a lot of waxing, we see a lot of threading, you see it on every street corner, people in sandwich boards, you know? So you really, I think with tweezing, it's more precise and it takes really a pro to kind of get you there.
All right, let's show some celebrities' eyebrows that you love. First off, actress Lily Collins, I believe we have first.
Absolutely.
Let's take a look at the picture if we can.
So why do we like her eyebrows? Oh, actually, this is somebody whose eyebrows are fixed?
Yeah, that's Lily Collins.
There we go.
She's gorgeous. I mean, she is the brow of 2014. It's young, it's full, it's fashionable, and everyone right now is after this fresh face, young look. And I think we're seeing a backlash against Botox and injectables and plastic surgery, and people are looking for alternatives to make them feel awake and refreshed. And Lily Collins is just the epitome of like young, fresh Hollywood red carpet.
All right, next up is Kerry Washington.
Kerry Washington, gorgeous. It's manicured, it's full, but it has a nice arch, a good crisp tail. For her, she has such amazing bone structure. She's such a superstar, but that brow really gives her face symmetry and proportion. It's perfect for her. It's nice to see, you know, a brow on, you know, an actress who's really, you know, rocking the look.
What should you do if you overpluck? If your eyebrows are too thin?
This is the question I get asked all the time. The first thing I say is patience is key. Just step away from the tweezers, step away from the wax, let them grow in, see where you can go in about 3 to 4 weeks. Then go to a pro and, you know, see if you can get restructured, talk to someone about where you want to be. But instant gratification, a little brow powder. This is the Luxe Brow Powder from my collection in this color corduroy. It's actually a wonderful color. It's an ashy tone and it really can just give you fullness right away. It's instant gratification. Another thing is a serum. Serums these days are becoming really popular. We've heard about them for lash, but they're popular for brow too. The Brow Renovation Serum, which is also my own creation, is a serum that you apply day and night and it gets them to a fuller place. So maybe you're born without the fullest brow, you're not as lucky as Lily Collins here. This will get you to that point.
And is there a secret for determining where your arch should be? Because I've seen you kind of talk about this before.
Absolutely.
There's something you can actually do to figure out how long your eyebrow should be, where it should start. There's a whole magic to it, right?
I'm actually going to bring in my model today, which is...
Let's do it.
It's actually my sister.
Oh, great.
Good morning.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Tammy.
Very nice to meet you.
This is Tammy. She's the only model available the day after Christmas.
Let's bring her in.
Tammy's brows I do all the time, so she is a really great example of just, you know, an average girl with great brows. Tammy's brows begin right at the bridge of her nose, which is exactly where you want them to begin. Not on the outside, but right on the bridge. Also, for her, they end kind of corner of nose to corner of eye. And then the big trick here is her arch is 2/3 of the way out. One of the biggest problems I see is a centered arch. It's a little bit of a rainbow, or it can be a triangle.
Right.
But Tammy here is the ideal arch. You got to keep your sister and
I guess with a centered arch, you
family.
look a little cartoonish, probably.
It's
right?
cartoonish, but surprisingly, that a lot of people are walking around with a centered arch. So it's that one little rule. If there's any takeaway for everyone at home, 2/3 of the way out.
And you were saying that you shouldn't really look at yourself in a magnifying mirror. So how should you pluck? What kind of environment should we be plucking in?
Daylight at a good distance from the mirror. I always say that, you know, your eyebrows are a total Monet. You need to step back and get the idea. If you get in a magnifying mirror, you can't see the forest for the trees, and you overpluck. We've all been victim of it. So you just want to step back and get a really good perspective on them.
How did you get into this? How did you become the eyebrow guru?
Yeah, I have to say, that's my question,
Right?
because it seems like a pretty niche area that you're in.
Yes,
here.
I didn't go to school for eyebrows.
Is there not a Bachelor of Science degree and a Bachelor of Arts degree?
That's right. I was actually a business major, and then I moved to the city, started working as a makeup artist, and quickly became known for eyebrows. It became my specialty. And then I've had such wonderful clients, wonderful celebrities like Bethany Frankel, like Kyra Sedgwick. I created a product line 2 years back. I have 5 brow studios now in the city, and so I just sort of went with the flow.
Okay, and where can people find you? You have a website?
Absolutely. Everyone can find myself at joeyhealy.com, and that's where there's the Joey Healy Eyebrow Collection, which includes the serum, the powder, everything you would need for your eyebrows. I have my salon at 315 Fifth Avenue here in Manhattan. I also have salons at every completely bare spot. It's the Brow Lab by Joey Healy.
Real quick, what can men do?
Men can do everything.
Help me out. How do I look? All right.
You know what? Men's brows, they look good. They look full. They look great. You have a fabulous brow, Ben. I would say
Fabulous brow, Ben.
Clean up the end a little bit? Okay.
I would just do a little underneath on the end. Just, you know, it's not about the arch. It's about a nice, full, dense brow. But you call me after, Ben.
All right.
He's got no
Joey.
unibrow.
No unibrow. That's the first step.
That is key.
Yeah.
Make sure you have 2 of them, I always say.
Yeah.
See, maybe you never knew this about yourself, Ben.
Didn't
You have
know.
good eyebrows, and the eyebrow guru himself thinks
You
so.
have my blessing.
Good to meet you, Joey.
Joey, great meeting
Thanks
you.
very much.
Thanks for
coming
having
in.
us.
Great to see you guys. Great tips, and of course, you can always check out our website for more information, myfoxny.com.